Hello, everybody, and welcome into True Realms, episode 40. Sorry, I almost peeked the mic there. I got a little too close. Uh, we are still sponsored by Martin Mancini, and we got our 28th subscriber. Thanks to this excellent community I found on Twitch. The channel is It's Shogun underscore. He's been playing Elden Ring, and for each sub, he twerks, so that's pretty cool. You can't beat entertainment like that. And on my just personally, I'd like to say congratulations to one of my friends in real life. They're now engaged, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they watch this, and in case they do, I figure I'd throw that out there. So, congratulations to you.
Congrats if you watch this. Congrats.
I don't believe we have any questions, so I guess I'll take over the questions. How
Actually,
was.
I do have a question for the group.
Oh, that works for me.
Remember the question we asked at True Bants?
Yeah, if you wanna give that a go ahead.
Here's the question for the group. Out of all the video games you played, what is the one sound that has been guaranteed, no matter where it is, to cause the hairs on your neck to stand on end, knowing that triggering that instinctive, oh crap feeling, and where?
Oh, I've got one.
Oh,
The witch from Left 4 Dead 2. Ah,
Yep. For me, it's the
hmm.
breathing from the regenerators of Resident Evil 4.
that's pretty good. A
Oh,
very close second for me would be Radio Static. Silent Hill 2 still gets me.
well,
Archie.
the most aggressive audio sound, the most memorable audio sound that I would recall is basically the during digital Digimon World 1. It was probably the notifications that the Digimon would need when they need to use the restroom.
Oh, jeez.
Hmm. Why would that make her go,
The
oh shit,
sound,
though?
Well,
It gets
the sound of your
annoying.
Tamagotchi dying.
Ah, okay.
Well, the thing is, like, if you're not close to like a designated restroom to take your Digimon, it would get gradually more and more annoying until they actually uh go to the bathroom with before you can make it, and then digivolve into one of the junk bit one of the Digimon that are deliberately gross.
Ah, I see.
Are, are any of y'all even old enough to know what that was? The sound of your Tamagotchi dying?
I kind of do. I
Oh,
my stepmom
woo.
had a gave me a Tamagotchi once. Burnt through
I
a
had a
lot of
good
Tamagotchis before I actually got a hang of what I was doing.
I don't know if I have any noises that uh, I guess make the hair stand.
mine's not even technically a video game. It's just video game adjacent. Every time I hear from, well, now it would be Microsoft, but it used to be E3. Bethesda has a special showcase announcement. That always pretty much ruined my day because it was almost never anything good. After they released Fallout 4, it's been downhill since then, and it's never improved.
the shriek of a death claw as it comes running at you.
That's
Yeah.
That
God.
doesn't get you.
after playing New Vegas so many times through and through when I was hitting a bit of a mental rough patch after my friend died, I kind of just became old hat. I'm like, oh, great, this again.
Hmm.
Corey,
Whoever's played Fear 2, Any of you guys played that?
No.
I think I played it once with a couple of my IRL friends, but we mostly played Fear 3.
See, Fear 2 has this entire level where you're in a school and there are enemies in there that are basically ghosts, but they're more like whites. Not WHITS, but WIGHTS. You know, like
Yeah, like
they're a form of undead, and man, because the game Pavlov's you into like trusting that flashlight with everything you've got. And then they throw you into the school level and your flashlight will randomly stop working. And then you have to navigate sections of incredibly dark room with obstacles galore, with nothing but the glow of these, you know, white specter things flying at you. And you're screaming like a baby the entire time. Because you can't shoot them because they're incorporeal. They don't take damage, but they sure can hurt you.
Hmm.
That's a game series I want them to bring back. Remaster it with HD graphics. It'd be great.
I guess another sound I would genuinely fought that genuinely haunts me is like, I guess it was from Dead Space 3, and it was probably the constant bombardment of necromorphs and human bad guys, to the point where there was a point in in near the second or final act where there was just this bombardment of necromorphs and human bad guys, and it was to the point where I rage quit that game because surprise, surprise, they deliberately designed it to be a co-op, to be aggressive, be slowly and slowly and slowly aggressively co-op.
Have you heard the Have you heard the fan theory about why the games got progressively less scary? You know, Dead Space.
I think it was mainly because EA, because of EA's.
Too many kids crying. Oh.
I
Well,
just
I
assumed it
mean,
was.
you're not wrong, Mark. They kind of made them less scary, but the fan theory is this: you're playing as Isaac, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
and
in the first
becoming slowly more
in the first
desensitized.
game,
Yeah.
there you go. In the first game, this is the first time he's had to deal with this shit. In the second one, he's more used to it, but it's still, you know, terrifying. But by the
Mm,
third one, he's been curb stomping you know, he's been curb stomping
necromorph.
He's a
necromorphs for a
master.
while now. He's just used to it now. It doesn't bother him anymore.
He's officially
Uh,
Doom guy. Oh.
eh. I mean, it was kind of neat
Nah,
that they.
he's related.
Second
It was.
cousin.
It was kind of neat that in the remaster they actually decided to give him a speaking line, even
Yeah, they let him talk and
submit.
they actually let him sound scared.
And they even have him say, get input dialogue that actually makes some of the banter in the original version make more sense.
Oh, and since you brought him up, Mark, have you seen the trailer for the new Doom game?
I did. It looks pretty good.
That gun that uses skulls as your ammo and it just shoots out chunks of bone.
Right?
And it's basically it's like your scatter gun. It's like, ooh, ooh.
John
I
Cena
just like how
retired.
did he?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was
Took,
retired, so I'm kind of.
took him long. I thought he retired too. I mean, he's getting up there.
But it's set in medieval times, so they're going back. Well, not like
Well,
it.
they're
The way,
they're
yeah,
going back, but not really. Like
the
they're
way I think
showing
they're going back.
you the actual origins of Doom Guy.
Yeah,
Well, Doomslayer, I should say.
yeah.
I just like how they came out and said, look, there's going to be a lot less of that jumping around platforming stuff because we wanted to return to Doom's roots. So
Yeah.
the game is going to play a lot more like the old school Doom, where, yeah, you can jump, but you're not going to be, acrobatically soaring through the air, shotgunning cockamamie and what have you. You're
In
still
my
going to be doing
opinion,
that.
that kind of takes the fun out of the Doom, Doom, at least the rebooted Doom uh sa- saga, because honestly, that was kind of one of the key selling points for me, is that they add things that bounce you around, making it harder for demons to hit.
Guys, just since we've been talking, I've experienced a 20-degree drop in temperature. It's no
Goodness
longer
gracious.
raining.
Uh,
It's no longer raining on me. I'm out of the weather, but it's still 20 degrees cooler than it was 30 minutes ago.
is it
I
below
don't know how
30
to feel
degrees?
about that. No, it's 55 degrees. It went from
Okay,
76 to 55, so
yeah.
still a 20
Normal.
degree drop.
So more than likely, either of the two is occurring. One, you're in the eye of the storm, or two, the rain. It was just that much. There was just that much rain in the sky that needed to come down.
Yeah, that's the weird part about where I live specifically, so it's hard for me to even comment on it, but because of all the damn rivers and lakes and all that other goofy stuff being so close to Canada, uh 20 to 30-degree drops in temperature is just another Tuesday. That don't mean hardly
Yeah.
nothing.
No,
Well, I'm from the south. 20 to 30 degree drops in temperature are not normal. The only thing that brings those around is tornadic activity.
Do I need to say anything about the East Coast?
You have nor'easters. Don't give me none of that crap.
I mean, technically, I was initially from Utah, so I know I know a fair amount of Midwest weather, and I know that was probably just a dump storm.
Yeah, you had to travel through the great majority of it too, just to one get to Utah or get anywhere you needed to go from.
Yeah.
It's a it's a hellscape in the Midwest, an absolute awful hellscape.
Tell you what, though, I'll give Utah one small piece of credit. The one time I have legitimately regretted not being able to get sunglasses on my big old head was like 8 or 9 years ago. I was driving through Snowville, Utah, and it was very appropriate because it was January and there was a couple of feet of snow everywhere, but there was not a cloud in the sky. So the sun was hitting everything, and I had to drive with my eyes squinted because I was being blinded. and I didn't have sunglasses. Still don't. They don't make them for heads my size. Not really.
Dog, they don't make motorcycles for my head. Motorcycle helmets for my head. It's bad. I put on a 5XL and I was struggling.
Are you gonna pull the Clarkson quote? The reason why people who ride motorcycles can get helmets fitted is because they have no brain.
Oh, jeez, that's going too far.
Oh, come on. It's just a quote. I'm not saying
I
it.
know you're not
He
saying
said
it.
it.
I'm just saying I'm not going to echo the sentiment.
My favorite part of that episode, though, we liked the snake vodka so much we may have made mischief with Hammond's helmet later that night.
Oh, yeah.
We were paralytic with worry, Hammond. They had a truck drive over his helmet, so he had to. They bought him another one, and it was in bright pink.
The amount of times that they have lifted each
Well,
other's tents with cranes and helicopters and every other manner of awful things you can do to a person.
they just like messing with each other.
They put a word you can't say on YouTube knob on James May's car, but instead of just using a knob like a normal person would because he broke his arm, they got the biggest dildo that they could find to attach to his steering wheel.
Clarkson, where is my shift lever knob? Uh, people had people have made just collections of just like clip shows of just Hammond and May screaming Clarkson's name because he's done something that they don't like, and they're hilarious. The best one though is when Clarkson. It was I think it was the Burma special, well, Myanmar special, where he had the crane truck and he had that like cliff climbing or cliffhangers tent, and Jeremy just swung him over the river and left him there. The beautiful scenery of this, majestic morning was shattered by the bellow of a of a wild animal. Clarkson.
So, seeing as now Flame
I hope we're having a session. Because
has been over.
I haven't heard anything from him. I checked Messenger. He didn't answer. He's not answering on Discord. I don't know what's going on.
Is that man bogged down by family again?
And honestly, I hadn't heard back from him since certain other personal thing that he had discussed with me.
Must be
I hadn't
busy
heard
hashing
from
out
him.
details of family.
I hadn't heard from him since this morning. Mayor, I'm assuming you've got his phone number. Mayor's probably stepped away to actually call him. Oh. Well, anyway, hope you get to feeling better, Mark.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Chicken noodle soup and hot tea with lemon.
NyQuil. Lots of NyQuil.
That that'll do it too. I got to be careful with NyQuil because depending on which version of it you buy, if you like take a dose of it and then somebody knocks on your door and says, "Hey, driver, random breathalyzer," you will fail it
Oh, yeah.
because there's something in it that triggers those little breathalyzer things. So that's why I have to take the like the capsule NyQuil pills. I can't drink it. I
Oh
gotta
yeah.
I gotta take the pill version so it doesn't do that. That's another reason why I don't travel with mouthwash that has alcohol in it
Hmm.
in my truck. I use alcohol-free mouthwash. Just be damned if I'm gonna start my day, driving for like 15 minutes, got that minty freshness on my tongue, and then I get pulled over, and he's like, "Random breathalyzer, trucker," and I'm like, "Shit, sir, I just brushed my teeth. I have Listerine."
Well, I assume because of how late it's been, I'm assuming this is going to be turning into more of a true bance.
I'm not entirely certain. I'm gonna get the disclaimer off the screen though and just put us on the intermission because that's kind of annoying the hell out of me, and I don't think people want to stare at that the whole time.
What, the beach
No, the disclaimer.
or the disclaimer?
Yeah, the disclaimer, it really doesn't need to be on as long as I keep it on for, but we're at 21 minutes here, so having it on for 21 minutes is just ridiculous.
Look, you got to
Yeah.
give everybody the proper time needed to read it thoroughly.
If you can't read it in 21 minutes, man, I don't know.
Well, they skim through it the first time, then they come back 5 minutes later, then they read it for comprehension, and then they come back again 5 minutes later and really digest what's being said.
People are going to be able to read it in their dreams after this episode. Somebody screwed up. There's been sirens going off for the last 2 minutes.
Uh-oh.
What kind of sirens? Is it another fire?
Is it an ambulance?
Whoopsies. Speaking of which, it really must be another fire because the fire truck indeed just drove by.
Huh.
Oopsie poopsie.
All right. Oh. So I guess a bit of good news, at least on my end. Uh. Well. Uh. Apparently. Apparently. Dragon's. Uh. Mental health. Uh. Mental health hiatus from Thursdays no lot is to a bit of a brief end, and he's gonna be starting up a new Thursday campaign in a setting I helped him write.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'm and
Good to hear he's doing okay.
yeah, I'm actually going to be doing a more medieval take on Treya.
Who's Trey again?
She was the remember the in Leviathan 1?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
the displaced tiefling.
And
Yeah, I'm actually starting to get a little worried.
Yeah, I'll go give something another try. I'll be right back. I don't want to.
yeah,
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable about this situation.
Who knows? He could have had something happen at work.
Hell, he might have passed smooth the fuck out. If so,
I
I
hope
can't
not.
blame him. I kind of want to do the same thing. Tired.
I I'm genuinely worried that it might have been something on my end because I recently posted something I took down something in the grievances channel that I that I recorded to vent frustration with behind the scenes thing.
Mm. Oh, I hear Mayor in the background. Well, I got sunshine in front of me to my right, like to my right in front, and then a wall of just gray, very wet looking sky in front of me to the left. Hopefully that's moving south. I don't want to have to try to drop this trailer and hook up to another one in the rain.
Well, knowing knowing how trade winds work, I'm probably gonna guess because you're in the Midwest, it is in fact traveling
Well,
south.
I'm in Colorado.
Oh yeah, it's definitely traveling south then.
I'm not entirely sure. See, like what some people call Midwest, I just call the middle. Because it's not Midwest.
No, it's not.
Like Ohio,
Jeez.
Ohio isn't Midwest. That's just middle.
I mean, I'm not saying this out of like counting Ohio as Midwest. I'm saying this as like an weather. I'm saying this because of actual because weather was one of the few subjects in science that I genuinely paid attention.
Well, when I was growing up, there was one chunk of the year that I had to pay attention to, and we're in it. It's hurricane season.
We're supposed to keep this train rolling for another 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay.
He running behind.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure
I
he'll
got
explain when he
some
gets in.
in a little sidebar for you guys, for some of you guys. I have some. I've come up with a little bit of new content for when we eventually try and get my Sylpharia thing up and running. I got a little something cooking, and I've been refining it for the last couple of weeks.
Ooh.
We gonna get to screw with the entire group some more, me and Mayor? No.
Oh, you'll get to do your own thing, but I also have a little. But I also wound up creating a little. I've been working on a little story arc for you guys to get a
Oh,
little taste of. It's more or less
he
what I have in mind
lives.
for it. It's gonna
Well,
be a spaced out deal.
well,
Spaced out?
if it's planned to be recorded, you
Buzz
might have to
Lightyear?
count me out.
Don't worry, it's not. I'm probably not gonna record it. I'm probably just gonna have it be as a behind the scenes thing for you guys.
Flame, you're back.
Yeah. Oh, I want to kill that guy. I really do.
What happened?
Oof.
So there was a domestic dispute in my driveway.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
So I had to
Ooh.
call the cops. And I had to basically fill out a police report. I'm sorry, guys. I really am.
Well, filling
I
out a
like
police.
That's all
Oh,
right.
at that point,
Did they just
fully.
Yeah,
I
did
try.
they just pick your driveway?
So basically, from like what the report I got was like what I could coax out of them because what I do, I just like, hey, what the fuck? This started like 3 or 4 blocks down the road. She was basically running. This dude finally caught her.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
I'm in my living room and like it's 6:30. I'm putting together some final touches on this thing and I'm about to come on and I hear a scream and I'm like, the fuck? I look out and there's this dude standing over a chick. I'm like, nope, So I run, grab my gun, and get out my front door. And I see this dude holding a belt over. I'm like, oh no, give me a reason not to shoot, sir. Call the cop.
Yikes.
And then I'm stuck there. And like, I try to get to my phone. I'm like, hey, I got a call I gotta make. He's like, no, I need you to talk to me. I'm like, and my phone's blowing up with Mayor. And I'm like, Mayor, I will get to you in a few minutes. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. Had a domestic dispute on my front yard.
Kind of a
Oh, yeah.
jackass has a domestic dispute on somebody else's property.
People who were drunk as shit getting off a holiday that like this local holiday we got called the Wild West Fest.
Yep. I love it.
Wow.
I dealt with
That
so many of them at work too. But
is
let's get going.
is
I'm sorry, let's just go.
All right. Recap. Here it is.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, we have been for
Yeah.
31 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry. I am so sorry, everybody. I really am.
All right. In last week's episode, Engelrum paints a deck, Dazzle Booper becomes Monkey, Hoax enables a pyromaniac, Deimos makes some ashes, and Lucian plays Mario Super Sluggers. Find out what happens now.
I love that one.
God, I hope I don't get us in trouble with just telling that. I forgot we were recording when I told you all that.
It is so vague, and nobody knows where you're at, so I don't think it matters.
It'll be fine.
I mean,
Don't worry.
we might have to cut the beginning out because the celebration does single me out a lot actually. But that's besides the point. Can you all
Only
hear
if
the
you have a
music?
stalker. It's fine.
We heard it for a second, but not anymore.
What the double hockey stick?
I'll just cut out from the 28-minute mark to the 32-minute mark because I have no idea when the hell you started talking about all that.
Then just forget it. If I have to deal with it, I'll deal with it. I really doubt someone's gonna come and stalk me or be crazy to me.
Let them try.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try the music again. Again, sorry folks. Sorry. It's fucking stupid and I hate it. I really do. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. So, as Mayor said, but it is it's been about a couple hours since your lovely little scene from last session, Mayor. At this point, you've got maybe an hour until your combat, voting combat. You and old Bubba are, you're just sitting out the thing. Bubba has been given all his tools, so have you. And there is a very familiar dragon that comes up to you with a jar. Like, you know those giant mason jars you make like the sun tea with?
Yeah.
If anybody knows what I'm talking about. Of body fat of some kind. Hoax, Hoax, why do you need so much body fat?
This guy wanted it. That's Bubba.
Boy. Why do you need so much body fat? So I can set stuff on fire. Okay. He just hands it to him.
Oh, and since I have all my stuff, I will hand him all 3 Angel Wing cigarettes.
You know when you give a cat catnip and the eyes widen?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. 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 Oh, by the way, the whole group's gonna be at your match. We got an invite from the governor. She wants us all to come and watch it.
Yeah, it's probably because I'm scheduled to be in prison forever if I don't win. But don't worry, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, what happened?
I think that's a conversation best for the carriage. Oh, I better just tell you because I'm sure Miss Alice is thrilled. I was investigating the murder of the father and was trying to investigate one of the high ups, and I snuck into the governor's mansion. And apparently, that's unlike everywhere else in the world. This is frowned upon here.
Yeah, trespassing.
That's absurd.
I mean, is it really, Mr. Hoax?
No.
Well, where's the drow that you went with?
That is definitely a conversation that we cannot have until we are far out of here.
He's gonna roll insight on you for that one. Set of this. Dang it. I already broke my swear rule. He kind of like looks back and forth, then reaches, like, kind of like leans in to talk to you. Is she dead?
Hoax gives a short nod, yes.
Oh shit, this ain't gonna be good. Alright. I gotta go join up with the rest of the party. They'll be getting here in maybe 30 minutes. You want us to put any bets on you?
Yeah, bet whatever you're comfortable with. Like I said, I'm guaranteed to win this one.
Okay, I'll let the group go. I'm gonna let the group know. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go rewind the clock just a little bit. Now, above game, we did divvy up the loot, well, some of it anyways, of what you guys got from the boat. We're not gonna say on air right now who got what. We don't really need to. We can go over that later. But it is now the morning. You a lot have, got your rest after that combat on the ship. Probably now, I'd say 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:30ish. No one's heard or seen Hoax. Some people are getting a little worried. Alice is coming around, kind of asking questions like, "Hey, has anybody seen my fiance? Has anybody seen him?" Blah blah blah. Until there was a knock on the carriage door, where two heavily decorated officials, one looking to be some sort of government official, probably, if you had to take a guess, probably somebody on the same level as the magistrate or the lady of infrastructure, and one very, very armored and scary looking individual who might be a bodyguard. Basically, with a written message saying that you, the party, are cordially invited to Hoax's match.
Well, why not? I don't see why I shouldn't cheer on the captain of this merry little company of ours. Lucian will pipe up while holding up his mug and a toast as a little, like, opening good luck.
Mm-hmm. The official will kind of pipe up. Oh, and you're more than welcome to bet on this. It's actually very much encouraged.
Well, in that case, I've got pulls out his bag of 100 platinum. Plenty to bet on.
You gonna place a bet? Chaos, you placing a bet?
Sounds like
What?
Are you placing a bet?
You wrote robot on me.
Are
Am I
placing
roboting
a
for people?
bet?
No, it's
No?
just for him.
God damn it, my connection's gone to shit.
Oh no!
Okay.
Just put him down for 100 plat.
It's my internet. Don't worry about it.
Put him down for everything, including his house.
Shifting down to his 401k and life savings.
Yup.
Alright, is anybody else want to bet on this? Because I am having you all come to the fight.
Oh, thank
I'm
God,
good.
now I can hear.
Say that again, Sheep.
Jesus, my internet connected.
On second thought, I'll try to bet.
What are you putting down, bud?
I will put down at least 500 platinum on hoax.
Okay, Sheep's going 500. Chaos, what are you putting down for your bet?
100 platinum.
100.
Essentially my prize money for my last fight.
Yeah. Truck, you betting on this?
You might have to.
I'll do like 4. He said yes.
He said yes.
You're doing 400 platinum?
Yeah.
Alright, just waiting for Truck. Yeah.
You gotta be a
Okay.
little patient with him today because
Oh,
he's
I
driving
know,
through
I
a
know.
storm.
Yeah, I saw. 50 plat, alright. So, give me one quick minute to get this set up. Is the music and stuff coming in okay, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Apologies, folks, if I seem a little disoriented right now. I am still a little flustered with everything going on, so just give me a minute to catch my wind on something and get everything set up.
He's Lou Dobbsy.
Test 1, 2.
There you are.
He lives!
Roger Wilco.
And this storm must be playing havoc on the local cell towers because my signal went bad.
Yeah, probably. Roll 20, will you not highlight shit, please? I'm trying to not cuss this session, and you are making me so angry. I'm breaking that rule. Well, if that is the case, how about we get you, lovely ladies and gentlemen, to the map real quick.
I'm slightly worried the town won't be able to afford all these hefty bets.
I think these people are
Oh,
rushing up to
please.
bet lands and titles and things as if they were nothing.
Just call us
I'm willing to
royalty.
bet that too.
Lands and titles?
Well, remember this is a big port city with a lot of like traders and merchants and stuff like that. Slave
Bet the
trade.
wagon.
They make a lot of good money for this.
I will bet my entire shipping contract to the Wicked Desert. Now you're stuck with having to fulfill the contract.
I mean, yeah, they literally can do that. Like, if they have to, like, well, then for this collateral for this bet, I'm gonna put down this, and this assets of my business. You can gain 2/3 of my such and such.
I wonder what the odds are.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hey, Mayor.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to drive a boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to drive a boat today, buddy.
Oh, good. My proficiency with thieves' tools or tinker's tools will make that happen.
He'll use his ability to don a tricorn pirate's hat and just go to town.
Da 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 da.
That's okay. I have a
You-
strategy. It's just jerk the wheel left.
So, you are brought to basically inside the ring. You see, you are first brought underneath, where seems to be the housing for all the gladiators. Do you want to go ahead and make me a perception check?
Ooh, that's probably not great. That is an 8. I misspoke. Should have probably put more emphasis on that roll.
That's fine. You still are able to see something specific. You see, one cage, basically underneath the Gladiatorial Coliseum, that sticks out amongst everything else. Because as you go, you see there's like rows and rows of cages. If anybody watched the show Gladiator when it first came out, or the DVD collection of that, you know how they'll keep them underneath.
Mhm.
There's one in particular that really catches your eye because there is a humanoid wearing a mask and like brightly colored robes, and etched on the outside of their basically housing is a bunch of magical runes.
Am I close to this cage?
You'll walk by it.
Hey, why all the showmanship with your cage?
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh.
12!
So I don't escape.
Well, why would you escape?
Who would want to be here?
I don't know. I was just trying to make conversations. What's your name?
Roll another persuasion.
Beans. Soft 20 this time.
Well, most people here call me Magic Girl, but my friends call me Millie.
Oh, Billy, we've been looking all over for you. Don't worry, we're getting you out of here. Well, Dazzle's getting you out of here with us.
They cock their head. Wait, what?
Yeah.
How are you gonna rescue me if you're in here?
Oh, I'm gonna get free, and none of the other people managed to get themselves arrested since coming to town, and I think they're trying to set up this match that you're a part of to help you and negotiate your freedom.
Okay, I'm gonna roll something for her. Okay, she's gonna like beckon for you to get really close.
Oh, against my better judgment. I'm getting
You
close.
get close? Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna like get in your ear and whisper, "Just get me out of this cage and get me with Dazzle, and I can get everybody out of here."
I'm sure to work on that. Like I said,
Good.
you've got that match, so you're as good as out of here anyway.
Wait, what match? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you, some other guy that we're not aware of, Dazzle, Deimos, the one with the colorful personality, and the one that everybody in the city over hates for no reason, are gonna be helping you.
I have no idea who any of those people are.
That was the point.
Okay, who am I fighting?
I've been in jail for a couple of hours, so I don't know. But it's currently 5v4, so...
Yeah, with all due respect, if you could get me out of here before that, that'd be a lot better.
I will see what I can do. But as you can see, I'm in a hell of a predicament, and I gotta fight for my freedom right now. I can't fight for my freedom and then come right back, otherwise I'm useless to you.
Like most people.
Okay.
Try not to die. I'd like to get out of here.
Oh,
Go back away from the cage.
I'm guaranteed to win this thing.
Right. That's what they all say. Alrighty. You are brought up top, and you were brought out to a lovely little boat, for lack of a better term. As you look at this, you're expecting maybe a small little sailing boat, maybe a sleuth, a cutter, something like that. This looks like a little lifeboat with a sail on it. I'm gonna change the music real quick before I show you the map.
Oh, here you go, Bubba, and I'm gonna hand him a alchemist fire to help even out his kit.
He slowly pushes it back to you.
Oh?
No. Fire doesn't start this. The water does.
I have a... I'm glad that I made friends with you. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm glad too, man. Alrighty, you ready to see the map?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, there's a... Oh, okay, he's the scary... Okay, there's multiple scary guys. I see what's happening.
You told me you wanted scary, so I went and made scary. They're all shadowy figures.
It's the Elden
So-
Ring DLC.
Yeah. So you have red and blue. Blue seems to be like a bugbear type of individual, while red seems to be some sort of human woman. I need initiative from you, please. Hey, bad Bubba.
That give me 14. That's probably the highest initiative I've gotten all game, besides that
And
useless nat 20.
And that's all the highest initiative in this round of in this thing of combat today, right now.
Oh no.
So you're going first. Your choices are you can attack, steer, or set a trap. If you want to set a trap.
Huh. I never even... Is there anything on the boat that I can use, like a harpoon gun or anything?
There's not a harpoon gun, but there is like a rope and harpoon. There do seem to be some sort of like net with these weird little sigils on it. And then there is like best way I can describe it. I can't think what the name of the weapon is, but it's it's that 3 lengths of chain that have the balls on the end of each of them. You throw them, they'll like wrap around the legs of someone.
Oh, yeah.
Bolas?
Yeah,
Bolas?
you'll have those on the ship.
Now, I have a mechanical
So
question.
chain shot, basically.
I got a quick
Yeah, with
mechanical question.
Yep.
Action Surge is just a free action, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, I will use my action... I will look at Bubba. Where do you need the ship pointed?
Any direction is fine.
Alright, I will use my main action to basically just steady the ship, and I'm going to prepare to use Action Surge after Bubba's turn. so that I can fire on them after he starts his trap, essentially.
So you want to point it so that the nose of the ship is facing directly at them?
I was going to hold it steady because he said it pretty much doesn't matter.
Okay. You want to stay in your exact spot, or do you want to move at all?
Since this is how big is the arena?
It's pretty big. This is just basically a basic map. If we really wanted to, we have a lot of room.
I will essentially just kind of turn the wheel enough so that it follows the edge without us crashing.
Okay. I'll put you on the edge of the map. Alrighty.
Ah, sweet. The boat actually moves. That's crazy.
Yes, all the boats move. I got moving pieces for this. Just so if you wanted to be able to like really do something funny with it, I could let you do something funny with it. Alright.
Alright, so yeah, that's my turn. I'm going to basically prep to action surge as soon as Bubba sets off his magic.
So you see his Bubba, he has taken that jar and he's filled like he did this before it. He filled this like basically pump squeezer with the fat and a few other chemicals, and all he's been doing is just like, pumping up full of air and then just on this like bluish white chemical all over the water outside the boat.
Has that started the fire yet?
No, not yet.
Alright, I will just keep waiting until that fire starts to proc action surge.
Okay. Next up, it is Red's turn. Red is going to... He's gonna steer the boat this way. And then... Doo-doo. 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 He can get it right there. It's his ability. Blue is going to pull out a longbow and an arrow. He's gonna take a shot at you, Hoax.
Alright.
A 19 is definitely gonna hit you.
It actually... Yeah, no, that matches. I don't know why my AC went down. It's supposed to be at 20.
Why should it be at 20?
Because I have the +1 armor and I have a shield. And I have, my fighting style's defense.
Yeah, no, that should put you at 20. Check roll 20. I know they've been doing a bunch of updates, so it might have reset at some point.
Yeah, it keeps resetting mine for whatever reason, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because, like, I couldn't find tridents in character building, so I know they're acting funky again. Alright, well, that's minimum damage of 1.
Yeah, because I'll just take the L on that one.
Yeah. Alright, time for their second attack. Natural 1! Let me go ahead and pull up the Nat 1 list because they are a named character. Do you want to do me a favor and roll a D100 for me, Mayor?
Sure thing. 55.
Okay, I don't believe that's on the list. I believe that is on my paper list. So let me get my paper list real quick. Yes, that is on my paper list. You said 55?
Yep.
Oh god, that is appropriate. Hey Grandpa, how do I swim?
Oh,
The creature
no.
loses the ability to swim. For 1d6 rounds, the creature cannot swim and they will sink to the bottom of any body of water like a rock.
Well, considering this place is probably hella flooded, I have to imagine that is not good.
And, yeah, and that is 3 rounds, so if they get knocked in the water, they're dead. But, yeah, okay. Alright, back to the top of the round. It is now your turn again, buddy. What do you want to do?
I guess turn the ship again, and like I said, I'm just going to wait for that fire to proc action surge.
So you're going to use one action to make some distance, and then basically save the rest of it to bonus action if you really need to or want to?
Yeah, but essentially, like I said, I'm just going to hold my action surge and just wait for that fire to go off.
Okay, I'll put you right here.
Perfect.
Alrighty, it is now his turn. I gotta roll to see to make sure this is properly built and go off properly. Alright, Bubba will turn to you. Alright, cover your eyes.
Okay.
As this like brilliant pink flame just ignites over the water, and as it's on the water, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So I'll make like a little circle thing.
It's a good thing we moved.
Circle. Yeah, it is honestly a very good thing you moved. Nope, no, I started in the wrong spot. Hold on. Because you were originally right here when you started it. So yeah, that's all now encompassed in a pink flame.
Great. That is when That is when I'll action surge, and I'm going to fire the fortress at him.
Say that again?
I'm just going to action surge because it's a free action, like I said I would, and I'm going to fire the fortress at them. I reckon I have to roll to hit.
Yeah.
Even with that lousy roll, I'm sure I'm hitting the boat. Where is my pistol?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's still a 17, even with a crappy roll. I'm pretty sure I'm hitting that boat.
Lethal? Are you wanting lethal or non-lethal with this? Like, are you aiming for a person or a boat?
I don't think it matters.
It does. It very much does.
Wasn't the conditions that I was supposed to kill these guys?
You could kill them.
All right.
The condition is the destruction of the boat.
Gotcha. So
But
no, I will.
Very much could kill them and kill them and end it too.
Well, I'm going to aim here, and that automatically kills blue. But I'm not sure how a fortress that is 100 feet wide or whatever the hell it was, coming out of nowhere, like Randy Orton, is going to fare for red.
So,
I mean, I needed to win this.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you, because this is well within the rules, and this isn't like Prism where you guys summoned a mountain and caused a big problem. This is gonna add a huge amount of spectacles to this. I just need you to roll me a D100 to see if the Coliseum floor can keep up the weight and not start flooding down where everybody was being held.
Well, and to be fair, I did warn everybody I was doing this last session, so...
Oh, I know.
That's bizarre. I keep rolling double numbers. Instead of 55, I've got 44.
Y'all might get to see Millie pretty quickly. Okay. So, first things first. You shoot this round off, and this giant mighty fortress kind of just like immediately apparates in the air. Basically, Blue's dead. You hit Blue square in the chest, and a corner of this built blowing out of them, so they're gone. Red's getting taken under with this, and it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer Red is. He's got a colossal fortress falling down on him. Now, I'd love to say that I didn't see this coming, but I kinda did. So much so, I'm gonna show you what the map now looks like because you did that.
Well, I gave plenty of warning.
No, I quite understand.
Ah, it's Dragon Ball Z.
The top of the fortress looks like this.
Ah, great. John is a very bad band.
So, for our podcast listeners, it is a circular top with some sort of multi-red swirl in the center, with platforms on the sides that have little connections on them, and each one of those connections leads to a smaller platform with a giant orange jewel platform next to it. Each one is circular. There's about 8 of those in total. And then on the main inner platform that has the red swirls, there are 4 skulls, each one for each of the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. It is the upper half of the skull, not the lower. This seems to be not actual skulls, but a very mosaic touch, possibly. You're not sure. You'd have to do a deeper investigation. But that's not what really catches everyone's attention. As you guys see, the water starts to recede quite a bit, and the party, the rest of you, see the governor yelling at the guards and some of the officials, basically telling them to drain the water and get everybody out from underneath the Coliseum. As mayor, your 44 has started flooding down there.
I just want to do that whole thing, aggressive high-fiving, we did it, pumping our fists with Bubba.
By the way, the crowd is like ecstatic, dude. They're just like, yeah! They are loving this.
I'd like to put Bubba on my shoulders, and if he wants to let off some sparklers, that'd be even better.
You know what? I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You put him on it. It's the full firework display. Like there's Roman candles going on. He's like, yeah, you guys are dancing with the worms.
Oh man, we're attached to him forever, and now Thomas gets to retire.
Oh god, that's right. He bet everything. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I told him he can bet everything, or he should bet everything.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. You see Thomas in the crowd. There's a tear of joy coming down his face as there's an older woman with him that's like hugging him. She's like, yeah! She's hugging, holding tight, so happy with him.
I will look up at Bubba. Do you know thaumaturgy?
It seemed like reaching a bag and pull like a bullhorn. I got this.
Good enough. I will just yell, I told you I'd do it for you, Thomas!
That's my boy! That's my boy!
Oh,
Yeah, he's ecstatic. So you know how much money Thomas now has with that?
I would love to know everything Thomas has now with that.
So Thomas was a government worker. He got a nice pension. So in our day's term, he got a pension. He got a 401k. He got a retirement. And yes, there is a difference, folks. Well, depending on your statements, of course. He had a Roth IRA. He had a little rainy day fund. He had a little nest egg. He had a couple side bets. And he put up his house and the one ship he owns as collateral for all of this. Putting back, I'm not gonna put a number to this exactly, but Tom is now rich enough to own at least 4 Man of Wars.
Jeez. That's almost a, that is almost $250 million platinum.
And have enough to get them all completely pimped out if he wanted, and still have plenty left over.
Oh dear lord.
Oh man.
He bet. Tom specifically betted. I had him, be the crazy guy and be like, this Mark Wahlberg and Bubba are not going to take any damage.
Wow.
Oh, you did take damage. Not that. Specifically take, you two would be fine, no damage to your boat, and you were going to completely destroy your enemies and their boat, is what he bid on. I had him bid on the tower thing, and I was like, I got a feeling this is gonna happen, and it happened. You have made him the richest man.
hopefully we made the right one famous.
Surprised we actually made the next Blackbeard famous.
Right.
Speaking of, remember a certain someone from my old game? From my old character?
Oh no.
Don't you dare. Let them rest in peace.
Oh,
But yeah.
I'll do it next time.
I'm fine with that. The rest of you party, Chaos. You get your 100 platinum back, and then you get another 100 platinum with that.
We ain't bet 400.
Oh, did you bet 400? No, Chaos bet 100.
I bet my prize money, which is 100 plat.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I bet 500 platinum.
and you get your 500 platinum back plus another 500 platinum back. Trucker, you bet your 50 platinum. You get your 50 platinum back plus another 50 platinum. And Galrum, you get your 400 platinum back plus another 400 platinum.
I should have just bet it all. I knew I should have.
Hey, you know, to be fair, if I'd gotten here like on a normal time and have to deal with what I dealt with, I was gonna go on a whole conversion chart with you guys. I'm like, all right, do you want 4-to-1 odds? Do you want 10-to-1 odds? What do you guys want to do? But basically, I'm like, we're doing double the odd things, and we're gonna call it that because we're already behind.
What did I win as a prize? Because I know I was supposed to make money plus be free.
We'll get to that in a few minutes.
So I
First
got
things
100.
Yeah, you got 100 platinum.
Okay.
First things first, though. Hey, Dazzle.
Mhm.
You hear a message go off in your head, a very familiar sending message. From a very familiar human, well, I guess not human, half-elf voice that you haven't heard from in quite a while. Dazzle, I was told you're in town. I'm outside the Coliseum. Find me if you can. I want to get out of here. And we're going to take a break right there.
Okay.
I don't get to fight.
You don't get to fight yet. It's a break.
I gotta
No,
go
she's-
inside the truck stop real
she's
quick. I'll be right
free.
back.
Yeah, I gotta go to
Yeah.
the bathroom. So one more time through the shoutouts. Martin Mancini, the sponsor. It's Shogun _ on Twitch. A big thank you again for having an incredible Twitch community and getting us our 28th subscriber. You're the best, man. Like I said before, he twerks for every sub. That's worth the money. And one more congratulations to my friend who got engaged just a couple days ago. So
Oh, yeah,
that's-
good for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm happy
And
for
Sugar
him.
Cloud?
Yep, and Sugar Cloud, of course, on the subscribe star. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go take a quick walk downstairs, go to the bathroom, and drink my legs and stretch my water.
Yeah. How is everybody that's still here doing though?
I'm doing good.
That's
Uh,
I've been doing
Huh.
we've been doing the Erdtree DLC, me and my two brothers. So
I'm
far,
doing it.
we are at the Shadow Keep. And I just have one
Uh,
thing to say. Why golden hippopotamus?
Why not Golden Hippopotamus?
I heard about that boss, and I've some people fight it, and they thought it was very easy. So yeah,
Yeah.
I understand your pain a bit.
No,
I've
here's the thing
watched-
though, Sheep. Here's the funny thing though. On my run we first tried him. We first tried him on my run.
Oh,
And yet when we got to my brother, my little brother who is the Souls veteran, he just kept getting clapped after clapped after clapped by this thing.
well, that's actually kind of what I was about to ask. That actually leads into one of my big questions: is he playing a tank character? Is he playing a tank?
He's running Dry Leaf Arts, I'm running Beast Claws, and my other brother is running Nagakiba.
Mm.
Ooh.
We
Yeah.
are. Hey, no, here's the thing. I'm running Blood Flame Blade, and so is my Nagakiba friend. He's running. My other brother with the Dry Leaf Arts is running a bunch of Dragon Crest Great Shield, Blessed Dew Talisman, Claw Talisman, and I think Crusader Talisman. And he
Uh.
does a lot of damage.
Yeah, that's the thing. From what I hear, the Golden Hippopotamus is a massive bane for a lot of DPS play, a lot of DPS builds.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
a lot-
basically a damage sucker.
Oh
That
yeah,
and-
the Needle Storm. Dear God, I got skewered 9 ways to Sunday from that thing.
It's also a huge bane for heavy weapon builds because of how quick and flippy it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
That is very true. It's fucking like at one point during our fight with it, he did the big body slam, then a bite, and he with the body slam alone, it dropped my health down to a quarter. Then the bite just finished me off. He literally two-pieced me.
You know, kind of looking at some of those bosses, some of the more animal bosses, it kind of makes me wonder if they made those bosses for the sole purpose of a possible Monster Hunter crossover.
More like a nod to Monster Hunter with how big and beefy they are.
Yeah, I don't think
I've
that they'll
played Monster
crossover,
Hunter Sheep,
but-
and one thing that Miyazaki got right about the animal type bosses, making them a nod to that game, is that they're both animal sponges. They both hit hard, and if you're not careful, it will knock you the fuck out. So I will give Miyazaki credit where it's due. As a Monster Hunter veteran who played, okay, admittedly just
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World, but
You know, you do also kind of have a point because I actually saw a short that actually showed off a sort of Monster Hunter-esque cheese method to deal with this one like popular dragon boss. Is that basically you can sneak up to him at the beginning, but the precision is like super tight, and then you could just poison him until he dies.
Oh,
Oh,
I
he's
know what you're
asleep.
talking about. Yeah.
oh,
It's a cheesy way that people give you crap
Damn.
for if you actually do it on a recording.
It's very reminiscent of Monster Hunter in my.
Yeah, I definitely think there was some nods to Monster Hunter with that, but you know, there's nods to a lot of good games and a lot of different games. That's just how it works sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, there's this one fan theory that Miyazaki, at the same time, Miyazaki hinted that his worlds were sort of interconnected. And when my brother pointed out the connection to Dark Souls 3 by showing me where a bonfire could have been, I felt a brick in my ass when I saw it, like, no. Dear. And then when I saw Queenline, I'm like, Queenline, Queelag, Queelana, no, no.
Hold your butt, she's coming for it.
I'm personally wondering how well you and your brothers fared against that one Nukkalavi boss that had very Orphan of Cause inspiration.
Ooh.
Which one? What's it called?
Well, it's sort of a boss in a massive in one of those colossal everjails, and basically you get to it by jumping off this bullhead obelisk, and it sort of fights similar to the Orphan of Cause, but he has a giant mimic horse, but he's also riding the mimic horse.
We haven't got to that yet.
Oh, well,
We only
I
just
apologize for
finished
that
the Shadow
spoiler.
Keep. Don't worry about it. I won't be able to remember where it is.
Yeah.
That's one thing you gotta remember, Sheep. I get lost helplessly in Elden Ring sometimes. but not as
missed
much as my other brother. But
There is no
I
navigating
can-
that damn DLC, man. I've had to look up 4 videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I do also warn you, because apparently that dungeon. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that dungeon, but it was a different dungeon that leads to like the dark canyon, the dark forest canyon.
Oh yeah, the Abyssal Woods. Yeah, that dungeon is hell.
Oh, I actually know a cheese method to fighting those unstoppable mobs.
How did you figure that one out? Because I just learned
So
yesterday you can parry 'em.
apparently their one weakness is parrying.
Yeah, I found that out
Oh.
yesterday.
So, Mayor, did you
Well-
ever go to that one dungeon that has the invisible curse dancer? That he just throws out some mist and cloaks?
No, I got so. This is me being a literal child. I got so mad trying to navigate that I just decided I was done navigating and exploring, and I just wanted to knock out all the bosses that were important first. And now that I've seen a bunch of other stuff, I now have to go back and explore some more, because the last boss is insane, and I don't know if I can beat him.
Yeah.
That's
learned
why
a lot of
Taylor lives up
Grind,
to his
son.
name.
Grind.
Yeah, I personally learned a lot of the cheese strats from all those like YouTube clips of
Yep.
that were made by that one person who commissions the Helltaker artists to make versions of popular female characters in the
Sorry.
yeah, they like show like pictures of popular female characters from Elden Ring in the Helltaker art style.
Yeah, Trucker, I can't really grind any further. I have ground myself so high that I'm now level 284. It takes almost 800,000 runes for me to level up. I regularly piss away 5 to 600k at one time without even getting worried about it, because I can't even do anything with it anymore. I went way too hard.
Because that was gonna be my question. Because I am a passive enjoyer of FromSoft games, so they're not for me, because I know I would get very angry and my controller would go through my TV. But aren't there areas with which you could just grind?
Yeah, there's a great
Yeah,
one
but they
in
don't
the-
matter when you're that high level.
Yeah, like I did it twice. I grinded my way to 7,800,000 runes twice.
Damn.
Yeah, at that point there is
Because
nothing more you can do.
see, like, I guess I'm just the old timer here, because one of my favorite strats for Final Fantasy X is to just grind the living bejesus out of the Thunder Plains. Because you can. You can grind that, and one of the best enemies to grind against shows up in the Thunder Plains, and it's the little Cactuars.
Yeah, there was a
Because they
there
can and will kill you.
there was a whole route that I used to run that encompassed 3 areas of the map, and I would run it back to back to back over and over again in the early game, and then there's this whole place that is immensely weak to faith, so I just kept slamming them with faith magic.
So, did you? I don't know if it's available in the DLC, but there was a method with you could literally just grind for runes.
The Albinoric
Uh,
area?
Yep.
I told Chaos about it. There's a weapon. It's like a sickle that actually lets you attack inanimate objects like ballistas and things like that, and you can actually get runes from those.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that particular item as far as I'm aware. I grinded exactly where Chaos just mentioned, the the Albernac area, and I would just go non-stop. I did it for, I think, both runs combined. I did it for about 8 hours straight on both of them. So about in 4 hours, I would get 7 million runes, level up as high as I could, and then I would do it again. And I would collect all the stupid collectibles until my inventory could not take them anymore. And then I would sell those, and then I would eat all of my runes, and then I would go and level up, and it was a nightmare.
Sounds like it.
The fact that I hadn't started drinking while doing that was a testament to my own will and strength, because it was so repetitive, so boring. I don't know why I put myself through it, and just for it all not to matter at all, because the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC has its own level up system, and it makes everything you've done null and void.
This will make sense for all the people who have played Final Fantasy X, but I would grind in the Thunder Plains until I had all of my Aga spells. See, like, you start with Thunder, then you get Thundara, then you get Thundaga. And it's just, more and more powerful the higher you go. So I'd basically just stay in the Thunder Plains and just grind until I had enough XP to get my spellcasters up to the Aga tier of spell, wherein your martial classes would be stupid at that point.
Yeah. But, alrighty, boys. Everybody back?
Yep, it appears
Everybody
so.
with us today. Alrighty, children. When we left off from break, Dazzle, you had just gotten a sending message. What do you do, buddy?
I will respond.
Okay.
I'll be there as soon as possible. Just hold on for just a few more minutes.
Okay. You are currently up with the rest of the group, basically in the governor's box, their nice private little chauffeured box. The match is over, and you can see people shuffle out. The governor has basically rushed out with a couple guards at this point to go, check on what the heck is going on, because there's flooding down the lower parts, and she's having the whole Coliseum just de-flooded so they can fix this.
All right. Dazzle will look to Lucian and Galram and Deimos. Say, now's our chance. We need to hurry, quick.
Lucian's got a shit-eating grin on his face. I haven't seen that fortress appear. Well, shit, no wonder glad he hasn't shot me with that.
It kind of comes with the terror. To be honest, it was genuinely kind of a low ball guess as to what happened.
Well, glad I've never been on the receiving end of that gun yet. Now I'm actually a little afraid of what it might do to me if I actually piss him off enough to warrant him using it on me.
I have actively
it could have been worse. You could have been worse. You've also faced off against. You could have also faced off against. Blanking on. Not in Gelram, but Crow. You could have also been facing off against Crow, and he could have spawned something similar.
That orb is terrifying.
It is. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Crow's been gone. He left a while. If anyone's worried, under that. Above game, they know why, but in game, basically, a couple weeks after they disappeared, Crow basically left the carriage in search of you guys and in search of information. But that's the point. Alrighty, yeah. I take it you guys aren't gonna make any checks. You're just gonna rush right down to the front of the Coliseum, basically where everybody else is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah. Could everyone do me a lovely favor? Make a perception check.
Of course. Just let me pull out my
Alright.
Let's
So that's a 15.
Okay. Deimos and
Got it.
Galrum and yeah, what'd you guys get? Lucy, what'd you guys get for your
1
perceptions?
second.
10.
I got a 12.
10, 12,
That's
13, 15.
that is 17.
So, Lucian, you're the only one to catch this out of the corner of your eyes. As you guys make it to the front, you catch the form of like a very colorful robed figure, and then you see their form change to like an elderly woman as they approach Dazzlebooper.
Oh.
Dazzle.
Lucino will just nudge Dazzle and nudge his head in that direction.
Oh no, she's walking up to Dazzle.
Never mind.
Dazzle, you see an old but very familiar lady from your village. You would know this is Lady Appleton. She was a sweet old lady who lived in the town that would, sneak you apples every now and then, just because you'd ask for it.
Knowing that this is way farther than from home than usual, would I be able to roll an insight on this?
Yeah, go right ahead, man.
Alrighty.
It makes sense you wouldn't be able to, yeah.
Alright, so it's a 19.
You've got a feeling either this is Millie or this is someone who knows you really well.
Dazzlebooper will begin to act a bit more nonchalant as he approaches her. Evening, Mrs. Appleton.
Well, hello, Dazzle. Would you mind if we got out of here and maybe found an apple store or two?
Of course.
She's kind of looking around as she says that.
Of course. I'll lead the way. No,
Alrighty. Where do you go?
Dazzlebooper will escort her to the wagon.
The carriage? Okay.
Yep, the carriage.
Does anybody follow Dazzleton?
I mean, we're trying to help him, so I assume I would.
I'm just asking, I don't know if people are gonna wait for hoax and, go get him when this is all over. I'm just seeing what you guys are doing.
Feeling I'm being mobbed, so if you guys do your thing, you do your thing.
Alright.
I'm gonna take it as you guys are going with Dazzle. Alrighty. You guys make your way back onto the cart, where as soon as you get inside, Millie will drop her disguise and rip off that stupid mask she's been forced to wear. Oh, thank God it's good to be out of that.
I'm sorry I couldn't come sooner. There was a... I genuinely did head out as soon as I heard it.
It's okay, Dazzle. I believe you. It has just been a long and harrowing experience, and I want to get out of this town as soon as possible.
I take it this is the Millie person?
Oh yeah. Everyone, this is Millie. Millie, this
tells-
is Millie, this is Deimos, Galrum, and kind of a new person. The group. Lucian.
Hi.
Lucian Thorn. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, ma'am. And I gotta say, there's something, pardon the term, off just by looking at you. Brenda, is she what I think she is?
Yeah, she's a sorcerer.
I knew it. Is she what I really? Tell me I'm right on this one. It's gotta be what I think it is.
Millie just kind of
Okay.
cocks an eye at you.
Sorry, I've met a few who are in a similar situation to you, and suffice it to say, I'm the winner, they're the loser. If that helps elaborate.
Plenty.
No worries though. If you're a friend of him, you're a friend of me. Just just quick eye dart to Brenda. No funny business. No funny business with my companions, okay? As he sort of does a half stare.
With all due respect, I want to get out of here as soon as possible. I don't plan to become a companion.
I already informed your mother about the situation. She's currently in was it
Well, that's interesting. Okay. Okay.
I imagine the governor would be very upset after
gonna be
discovering your disappearances.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit what she thinks. She's lucky I only nicked her hair and I didn't take her head off.
Mind elaborating? Our friend
No.
who just, affected your liberation is trying to determine whether or not she is corrupt.
The governor? She does her job, I guess, but I don't like any of the politicians here.
What spurred the decapitation attempts?
She just gives you that look of like, really?
Other than the slavery issue, obviously.
Is there any other issue?
Well, I am a people watcher. I'm not familiar with the ways of, people outside of my own clan, so I'm learning. Please forgive me.
Also, I just realized I completely forgot about informing the rest of the party about hops.
We'll get to the hops thing in a bit. Speaking of hops, he gave me something in case I ever found a mage. Or I learned the spell myself, so... Does anyone in your group know teleportation?
I know Dimension Door.
Oh,
No.
I-
Teleportation or teleportation circle. Yes, Dazzle?
Actually, I think Mr. Hoax's wife, might, Mrs. Alice might actually know that spell. Hold on, let me check. He'll approach Alice.
Alice is not currently in the room. Maximilian is there if you want to have him go fetch her.
Oh, hey, Maximilian?
Yes, Dazzle.
Could you fetch Mrs. Alice?
Yes, I can go get Miss Bradshaw. He'll go grab her and I'd say a few minutes go by before Alice comes out. Yes, what did you need, Dazzle?
I had been meaning to ask, do you happen to know, teleport?
I know teleportation circle.
Or
The
that
spell
too.
teleport itself, no. Yes, do you need a scroll?
Yes, please.
Yeah, you give me a little time, I can get you the scroll and the proper components. Who is this?
Oh, this is my friend Millie. We were she's kind of the reason we were here in the first place.
Yes, yes. Hoax did tell me about that. Where is Hoax, by the way?
Being swarmed by
He's
his fans.
kind of he served a decent distraction. He summoned a giant. I'm sure you also noticed the big fortress in the middle of the arena as well.
You see her kind of like roll her eyes when you say being sworn by his fans. Yes, he does love to do that sometimes. He summoned a Colosseum this time in the fortress. Or fortress in the Colosseum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Hoax.
It was rather amusing.
Well. She kind of smiles and goes, he is amusing. Are you
Anyway.
wanting to use it right away? What I guess here's a question
As
for you.
soon as possible, yes.
Okay. Do you have a destination in mind? I could put in a coordinate if you really need it, if you have another existing teleportation circle or anything like that.
Millie?
You'll see her pull out like a scroll. Hobbs told me if we get separated, and we did, and I need to get out of somewhere fast, and I can find someone who knows the spell, give him this. And see her unfold it, and she'll give Lily will give Alice a teleportation circle rune. Yeah, if you give me about an hour, I could probably get this set up and get you guys out of here.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Yeah. Alrighty. We're going to jump from that and jump to Hoax. Hoax,
Yes.
you have been helped out of the Colosseum. The at this point, all the water has been drained out, and they're patching it up. You heard commotion like, are they gonna reflood it? What's going on? I thought we were getting a water match. Holy hell, what happened? Just that kind of commotion. And I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
That's gonna be great.
You're coming down, bud.
15.
You now have the poisoned condition,
Very nice. Very good.
and your maximum hit points are decreased by 1d6. So what's your max HP right now?
101.
It is now reduced by 3
Permanently?
for now.
Alright, well, I'm gonna make a note of that, and if it becomes permanent, then I will change my sheet.
For now, change your sheet, please. I have it written down. I have written down your your normal HP,
Okay.
and if it doesn't get fixed, it will stay at this permanent reduction. Yeah, but you now feel awful, and I do mean awful. Like
Shit.
every bit of life has just been sapped from you. You do not have a point of exhaustion yet, but you do feel poison. You are poisoned, and you feel terrible.
Somebody is not happy with you.
Am I
Pissed
near
off.
anybody, or...
Yeah, you're like you and Bubba. You're not being swarmed so much anymore. There's a guard on either side of you guys, just kind of standing there, like, not so much like we're keeping you from doing anything, but more like, okay, don't let the crowd swarm them if we can, kind of thing.
I'm gonna grab Bubba by the shirt and just say, I think some prick poisoned me. I need to get to where I'm staying and get a doctor immediately.
You don't look too good. Yeah, let's get going.
Is there a guard nearby?
Yeah, there's one right next to you, like I said.
I will look at him and go, I can't wait to get my prize. Please send the governor to the carriage parked outside of the Adventures Guild. Thank you. very much.
Roll a persuasion with your penalties.
Ah! I think if I'm poisoned, it's with disadvantage.
It is indeed.
Very hard to roll disadvantage when you toss your dice on the floor instead of in the Altoids box you've designated for your dice.
Yeah?
Jealous.
12!
Yeah. You lucky duck, that is enough to convince them. They just nod, and they hand you basically like a prize ticket.
Nice.
Basically just kind of it says on there exchange for prizes at this location. So yeah, but you just want to head straight to your carriage.
Yeah, I've got to go and talk to our doctor very quickly.
Alrighty. Go ahead and before you can make it back to the carriage, I need another con save.
Normal?
No, this is with your disadvantage from your poison and everything.
That's another 15.
Alrighty, you now have 1 point of exhaustion, and your max HP is going down again by 4 this time. An additional 4.
I'm gonna die just by existing.
Maybe. At this point, Bubba's got you like in just a little rickshaw and just kind of moving you. It'll be okay, buddy. We'll get you home. If you would do me an honor, with all your disadvantages stacked on you, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Dude, Bubba.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it. That's gonna be a, that's just gonna be a 9.
Huh. Those are some pretty birdies. As you, it's like the Looney Tune thing of the birds around your head when you get hit, kind of thing.
Understandable.
Yeah, you are brought back to the carriage. The rest of you see basically this catfish dude dragging in Hoax through the front door.
Doctor! I'm gonna fucking die.
You see Maximilian run off.
Can I go and help him, I guess?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, and Gellen's gonna go, like, grab the other side of him and... Now, what did you get yourself into?
I think breakfast has turned against me.
Or you
And I hit
showed
him.
off too much.
I'm not discounting that as an option, and can I hit him with a lesser restoration just to see?
Go ahead
Oh,
and write the slide off.
Well, regardless, your diversion benefited greatly.
I'm very happy to hear that.
And Trucker, your lesser restoration does nothing.
That's what I assumed. I was not even getting
Damn.
excited about it.
Yeah, no.
I was kind of just hoping, but I wasn't holding my breath on it.
No.
No,
couple
no,
minutes go
lesser restoration, no work here.
No. A couple minutes go by before Marcus comes running out. Yeah, what's going? Holy hell, Hoax!
I had a bad breakfast. I was on top of the world, and now I am as low as you can get. I'm about to be digging with the worms, as our new friend would say.
I was dancing with the worms.
Hey, you know what? We'll get it right next time.
Digging, dancing, you can use whatever. Yeah, dog, he looks like shit. Alright, can some of you help me get him to the medical room? Jesus Christ.
Sure.
Yeah, they're gonna like basically just kind of carry / drag you into the medical room, put you down on the table. Alright, Hoax, I need you to describe to me. Did you eat anything funny? Anything taste odd? An extra fruity smell? Did you feel weird? Anything?
Yeah, I had the, I'll just describe the breakfast to him and then just say, yeah, and then, I felt on top of the world, like, faster than hell. And everything made sense, and I really love fire, and now I really love the idea of being dropped down in the dirt and buried as quickly as possible.
Okay. Now, this is going to sound like an odd question, but this actually helps me. Does it feel like there's hundreds of fire ants underneath your skin? Or does it feel like someone's slowly pulling you down a murky lake?
Which one is that, big cat? I don't know.
I'll let you pick.
Oh, that sounds great. I love the meme of ants under my skin, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hoax, you don't have a fear of needles, do you?
No, the more needles, the better.
Okay. You watch as he pulls out a comically large needle and kind of gives it a couple flicks. Now, this is gonna hurt a lot, okay?
I just look at him and say, I love needles.
He kind of looks at the rest of you.
As he passes.
Do me a favor, hold him down. This is gonna hurt like hell.
Oh, no.
I'll grab him.
I cast
think
So
Light
he-
Vision on-
I'm already
on
holding him.
Hoax.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
I already pieced together what's going on.
I'll lay across his chest and just use my weight.
I was
He's
gonna
gonna,
use
like-
whole person on Hoax to keep him from
I
moving.
can do a strength check if we need to.
I'll hold down
We
Hoax's
might do the
forehead.
check. We might do the check if Mayor really wants to for the flavor of this. He's gonna like stick it in just at the side of your neck, and he's gonna inject this purplish blue liquid into you, Hoax.
Yeah.
Your whole body feels like it's on fire, and not the good kind of fire. Like, you know that kind of feeling like where your whole body just is burning up from like a sickness.
Yeah.
Piston razor blades
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah, that kind of pain, dude.
I'm going to... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I,
No,
I,
go ahead.
I want to look at Bubba and go, I think I finally feel like your soul.
Oh, that's good. Hey, Doc, is his eye supposed to be dilating and undilating really quickly? No. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Um,
I think my best. I might not be a medical professional, but I think my best guess is that they spiked your breakfast to make you want to participate in the ring.
they poisoned him, I can tell that much. And I got an idea of which of the poisons they used, but... Hoax, I gotta ask you, was there any flavor you recognized? Anything at all?
You didn't describe any goofy flavors. You just said that I felt incredible.
I know.
Am I just supposed to pick one again?
It's up to you. Do you remember there being a flavor? Did
No,
I tell you there was a flavor?
you never told me there was one.
So how do you wish to respond?
No, there was no flavor. Actually, it was the least flavorful food in the entire world.
Hoax, are you allergic to shellfish?
No?
Oh, good. This is not... Okay, good. You see him, like, go to a couple cabinets, start rummaging, pull out a few different bottles, start, like, measuring a few things. Okay. Hoax, you think you can drink something?
Yes.
Okay, bottoms up. And he's just gonna shove something in your mouth real quick. Make me a con save.
Oh no.
That's a 13.
You, like, he shoves it in your mouth and like makes you knock it back, and then he'll immediately pull the bottle out and cover your mouth and your nose.
Oh,
You can feel yourself like fighting it. This thing is terrible. It's like drinking sludge and hot sauce at the same time. You want to regurgitate, but he's like holding you down, like, nope, swallow it.
It's Robitussin.
and you finally just
Gotta
get
love that tussin.
down your throat.
Oh,
Okay. So you were poisoned,
spe-
and you were poisoned by a high-grade poison, bud.
awesome.
Did you piss any fish folks off? Like Tritons, merfolk,
All of the
quaggas, any of
above
that
with the
shit?
castle.
No. In fact, I made friends with Bubba here. Oh, maybe this was made for you, Bubba. They might have mixed up our breakfasts.
It might have been the
I mean,
it might have been the thing that you had us do with the in the underground.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Didn't you get hit by a stray shot?
I wasn't with you all. Did you guys go and do that?
yeah,
You told us to do
Monkey.
that.
No, I didn't know if you.
Monkey.
we kind of
I didn't know if y'all did it yet.
we kind
We
of
did.
took out a bunch of Triton pirates while you were doing whatever you were doing.
Monkey.
I'm gonna say this so you're all, because you are all smart enough to know this. Hoax would have been poisoned around maybe within an hour of you guys killing all these people. There's no way his poisoning is connected to all the merfolk pirates you killed, or Triton folk pirates you killed.
I mean,
I mean-
fair enough, but we still have to tell him that we went and did it anyway.
Yeah, I know, I'm just letting you know. So you'd be smart enough to know, this is not. There's no way this is connected.
Maybe it was that. It was probably the lady. The lady did it. Lady Sindel. She's mad at me. Probably.
Does this explain your absence last night?
Yeah, I got myself arrested and I had jail food.
Now, you know, Hoax, with young ones on the way, you need to set a good example.
Well, I was trying to help you all, remember? I had to go and get the vital piece of evidence we needed against Lady Sindel, and then that drow woman's head blew the hell off, and I tried to sneak out of there, and then I got caught. And I've duly informed the governor that that is our number one suspect, and that's why I snuck in, and then I had to fight so that I could get my freedom.
What happened to her?
Speaking of
You
speaking
hear
of fights and freedom,
It sounds to me more like she. She had your food poisoned because of the fact that you because you angered her.
Um,
Either that, or it was because you were stumbling into something that you weren't supposed to. At least from her perspective.
Hoax,
also
you-
Hoax.
sorry, what flame?
I'm gonna say this once, folks. Please do not interrupt me. We've had this conversation. You feel Crucy's hands on your shoulder as he says, "What happened to Isla?"
That we were rummaging, like going way too fast. Like they would have known that we were breaking in anyway, or somebody had broken in. But she had a book in her desk that she opened, and carelessly opened this book without even looking at it. And there was a rune in there, and it blew her head right off. Like it is all over that office.
I do not train the rookies anymore. God. Did you take anything off her body?
No, I tried very hard to grab her spider tools, but I couldn't find them, and I had to get the hell out of there.
Okay, good. Then they did return. So she's dead. You were poisoned. Probably was this governor, or not the governor, this infrastructure lady. And she saw you
After the fact, she didn't see me in the office.
But she saw you there when you were caught.
Yes.
If I had to make a guess, you probably have a hit out on you.
Well, it would be best if I get unpoisoned and we get our plan moving as fast as humanly possible so that I can quit being poisoned.
What is the plan? What is the plan exactly, from me asking? From what I've understood, you have this Millie person. Are you just going to leave, or are you going to finish trying to? Are you going to finish trying to help me at least?
Well, I think we're supposed to be still helping you. I mean, we need to wait for the boss man to make good on his promise and frame Lady Sindel as quickly as humanly possible before I die, so that these
Well,
people can get saved.
Do you have any blood or any of her hair? You were talking about that.
Of the... Oh, yeah, no. No, we don't. She was supposed to get it, and she thinks that she found something, and then it got muddied through her DNA and blood and hair.
Okay. Anybody have any ideas? It's gonna take me a second to think of something.
One homeboy supposed to just drop off the evidence with your fake nun and get this moving as quickly as possible?
Is that what we want to do? I don't have a fake nun.
Go get one.
I think that was what we were at. What
I
we
know
were
of a
talking with
sister.
the criminal underground for.
Though I know of a sister. Though whether or not she'll be willing to work with me is a bit of a question.
Sorry, not to cut in too hard here, but I thought basically you want to do this job so they would no longer help the governor, and then you were gonna get falsified documents saying she had contact with a nun at the orphanage. You weren't even gonna have the nun. You were just gonna make up a nun for the orphanage and then drop the papers either at the orphanage or have them just magically appear on the governor's desk, being like, "Oh, look what we found."
Yeah. Mr. Man was supposed to have done that as soon as he heard that those guys killed the pirates. That was what he agreed to. He said he'd have them papers where they need to be if we got the pirates killed, and the pirates are long since gone.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You could check to see maybe if you've gotten papers from somebody or not. It's up to you guys.
I don't think we were even supposed to get them. He was just supposed to have them planted where they needed to be.
Yeah.
Maybe not. You never know. It's up to you guys. This is basically just me asking where you want to turn it, like, because I was under the assumption that you hopes were wanting to get the records, say you found them and turn them into the governor. But if you want them just planted and have just like a investigation of just like kick the door in of the orphanage, like, we're here to do a little investigating. Oh, look what we found in a convenient spot.
That would be all fine and good if I was not poisoned and dying.
Yeah.
I literally can't do anything anymore.
Yeah. You could plan after the poison, but at this current moment, you are poisoned.
Lucian, maybe you'll have to be the one who conveniently finds them, or Engelrum, because I don't know if I can go anywhere anymore.
At
You'll
least for the
go-
time being.
Yeah, you see Jackson kind of looking at the clipboard. Yeah, you're not going anywhere for at least 8 hours. You need to clear that out of your system properly. So.
Give me all the
I
equipment
agree.
I need to flush me out, Doc.
If you're willing, I got something I could probably cut the time in half, but you're gonna be using the restroom a lot.
Give me double. Let's cut that time to 0.
Roll a persuasion check.
It's still at disadvantage, I have to assume.
Legally double the dosage. Let's go.
Hey, I learned this one on House. Beans. 11.
I'll let you make it straight. By the way, I'll let you make it straight.
Oh.
You would lose the poison condition.
No.
I'll be courteous enough.
Well, then, can I give that another reroll then?
I'll let you reroll that. Yeah.
That is much
That was
better.
okay.
That is a 21.
As the medical practitioner of this carriage, I must advise you that such actions are highly dangerous.
Is it gonna kill me?
It can,
Fine.
but anything can kill you.
No. Well, I mean, you can just watch over me. You might as well put me in a room that you don't mind getting soiled, or stick me in a bathtub or something.
Can everybody leave, please, except Hoax?
Sure.
Right.
I need to check on Millie anyway.
Okay. Does everybody leave?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as he like goes over, shuts the door. Hoax, you hear it. As he then locks it multiple times and slams the door, a chair underneath the handle of the door. So, boss, what you're asking for is highly illegal in just about every place in the world. But you're lucky you've got me to do it. I need you to sign this real quick, and he's gonna pull out like a little documentation. This basically says you can't use any reprimand or punishments against me if this doesn't go 100%.
Oh, I trust you, and I'll sign it.
Okay, this is gonna hurt, but this should get you back on your feet in 10 minutes.
Oh, dear. Okay.
He watches, he's like, you hear the sounds of sloshing and something heavy being dragged, and he pushes out a dolly with like, basically the equivalent of like a giant human-sized fish tank
Oh,
with this weird bluish sparkling fluid. Okay, I'm gonna lower you in this. He kind of like gently-ish grabs two of your limbs and just starts dragging you off the table and just slowly dropping you in this. Imagine if it was like a pool of like a white fluidy lube-like substance.
phrasing.
I don't know
Saiyan
how else-
recovery pod.
Was
Think
it?
Saiyan recovery pod from Dragon Ball.
It's not like a recovery pod because recovery pods is 100%. It's a full fluid. This is like this is kind of like a watered down gel. It's like being dipped in a watery pot of a clear of aloe vera is the best way to put it.
That's perfect.
You are like lowered in this completely, and like just before your head goes in, you see him take out this like little small cylindrical tubing. Now you're gonna bite on this and breathe in and out of it, okay?
You got it.
Do not breathe with your nose,
You got it.
okay? And normally you're supposed to be naked for this, but we don't got time for that.
Oh.
And then just shoves your head in. Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Dazzle's checking
Lucian's
out.
counting up his money.
Money checking. Alright, Dazzle's doing that. Lucian's doing that. In Gelrum, what are you doing, buddy?
Do I have to, with that thing that I got, do I have to attune with it?
Which
idol?
one did you?
The figurine.
Oh, you got the
The lion figurine.
Yeah. Statue.
I think you do have to attune to it.
Let me look. Wonder statue, golden lions. Archetype of Nephith. That's the Pathfinder. No, I don't think he has to. I figure it's wonder blah blah blah. Statue spawns in your pocket. Creatures fun to you and your command. Understands your language. The creature exists for the duration of each figurine. Blah 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 blah. These golden statues are always created in pairs. You can use one or both figures simultaneously. Each can become a lion for 1 hour. Once the lion's been used, it can't be used for 7 days. Yeah, no, there's nothing on.
Wow.
There's nothing on it.
Ooh.
The wonder statues are really good items, dude.
Mhm.
I would just go to our training grounds and like to train with my new companion.
You want to summon one of the 2 lions?
Yeah.
It only
Okay.
lasts for an hour, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I
And
have to
then you
wait
don't-
7 days, but hey,
Yeah.
well,
That's why
hard.
I'm asking.
That's
I don't want you to lose it, you know.
I'll save it then. What I would want to do is just go to the training ground and basically speak with Moxie and ask him how he likes his new ability.
Okay. Yeah, you go in there, you can ask him that. Oh, it's fun. The dagger you've been using has been quite a drink, too. You almost have enough to summon her.
I can't wait to meet this what should I call her?
Goddess.
Goddess? Okay. I can't wait
Hemoglobia
to
is one.
go ahead.
She shall grant you and I power we have never felt before. If you bring her into this world, she shall gain the powers to be once again so mighty. Oh, my back.
Within one more fight, and I believe she'll probably be present.
Good.
Let's just hope that
Good.
she's nice. Ish.
If you give the blood to the altar, she'll be the nicest one we've ever met.
Well, in our next fight, we'll see what we can do.
Alrighty. Yeah. I mean, it's not really a sugar mama, it'd be like a blood mama. Because she's the goddess
Blood
of
sugar mama.
Oh,
Be a blood sugar. Yeah, blood sugar mama.
A glucose mama.
No, blood sugar mama works better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But what are you on that again? Galram, what are you like 96?
92.
92. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I just imagine you go out in the streets, just go out in the dark, like, I'm Batman, and start killing some muggers. You just find some riffraff, get a couple kills, and go to the altar. Anyways, okay, Deimos, what are you doing, bud?
I have questions for Lucian.
Yes.
You seem to indicate that the nun knows you.
I know a sister. I know of a nun.
wouldn't happen to be at the orphanage, would it?
You could say she works at the very same orphanage where the father worked at. Yes. So she would be a very viable. What would be the right word? Scapegoat? To find what we need to find what we need to find. I mean, what we need found.
Awfully willing to, pin a murder on a nun. Were they not kind to you or something? Did you grow up in that orphanage?
Lucian will just narrow his eyes slightly at Jamos. I see I know what you're doing, friend. And I would ask that you kindly stop.
I'm not doing anything. I'm marveling at your willingness to pin a murder on a nun. And
No,
you didn't
not
bat an eye at
quite.
doing it either. That's
Not quite pin the murder on her. I mean, like, have her find what we need to find. You know, have her conveniently stumble on what we need to have her conveniently stumble on.
that's not what you said the first time.
Eh,
You say the
Someone
word
I changed-
scapegoat. I don't. You say
I
the
changed my
word
mind.
Scapegoat. You use the word scapegoat, and I'm not sure you know what it means.
Oh, I knew exactly what it meant, but I just changed my mind about the idea.
Also,
I
Flame,
would-
I'd like to insight that him getting all defensive about it like that.
Chaos, do you consent to the insight?
Sure.
Alrighty, roll insight versus deception.
Roll 20, don't screw me now. Oh!
Oh no.
Oh, Trucker, I hope you rolled high, and I hope your modifier's good, because my modifier is bullshit.
He rolled
get
a
a
nat
nat
20.
Well, gee, what a coinky-dink.
I fucking
Mine's
knew it. I
only mine's
fucking
plus
knew
7.
Mm.
Come on.
Okay. Okay.
To you, that's just Lucian's flippant nature acting up again.
Deimos, you have spent your whole life learning to read people because of the way you work. But Lucian and his fey nature bullshit, you cannot read it. It's like working the forge and you found a piece of metal that's got some delaminations in it, and you don't know if it's a surface delam or if it's a deep delam, and you don't want to go chasing it.
See, that's the thing. Blacksmiths love to chase delaminations because they fix them.
This one you don't, you
Oh,
can't. This one you don't think you can chase it without breaking it.
Well, I
You
mean,
got-
I meant
Above
no
game, I
offense,
know what you
Lou.
mean.
I meant no offense, Lucian. I wasn't trying to imply anything, but if the sister worked with that unfortunate priest for a good long time, obviously she's going to be upset right now. And I don't think using her as the scapegoat, as you put it, would be the best option. Still raises the question of why, you seem to know the nun anyway. But I can assume you met in passing. You know of each other, I suppose.
For a time, I guess you could say I called the orphanage where that sister worked at home. But honestly, it was more of a passing. I was there for a bit and then left.
Mm,
Did you like know anybody else that might have had issue with the priest?
Like I said, I didn't really pay attention that much. I was sort of a mentally um ensconced, more or less lost in my own head more often than not. So I didn't really pay attention to the world around me that much.
Well, I mean, you obviously turned out okay, so I mean, they must not have been cruel.
Oh, that's a good one. Me, okay, please. I'm as
Are you
mad as a
saying
hatter, mate, and I'm damn proud of it.
are you saying you're not?
Slowly tilts head, eyes gloss over, slowly start turning technicolor. You think I'm okay?
No. Which is why I'm asking, you know. Do you know anybody else that's less okay than you that may have wished ill on the priest?
Shrug.
Oh well. I can't say that I'm 100% on board with the idea of using her as the scapegoat, as you put it.
Just have
Your
her be
first
the
time
spark
anyway.
that starts the individual's interest, as it were. Have her actions be what causes the people to get their attention. Simple as.
As long as it doesn't, as long as it doesn't come back her on her, and hopefully we can find the monster that killed the priest. You know.
He just maintains that self-same smile of his.
I mean, surely you would agree.
Of course. But at the same time, friend, you also must keep an own keep to your own consideration that morals to me and morals to you are two totally different things. Everything comes to those who deserve it. That's how I see it. Whoever did it,
Well,
they're gonna get what's theirs. And boy, is it gonna be a spectacle. Because the public always loves to really demonize villains. It just makes them feel so much better when they deal with them. Of course, it also helps keep the public calm. Because they know, yay, we're safe!
I
As he like
mean,
does a whole fanfare, like does little jazz hands.
gutting a priest and hanging him from the steeple of an orphanage seems to be something worth demonizing.
Exactly. I'm not saying I disagree with you, friend. You also have to keep in mind that I'm more than a little jovial because I just won a big bet with Oaks, so I'm enjoying my little winnings. I mean, sure, I didn't bet big like some people, as the eyeballs in Gelram and Dazzle. But then again, I did win much
Well,
from my own fight.
I managed to walk away with, you know, not an untidy sum myself, but interestingly enough, you know, I think it would be best used to do some work at that orphanage. So I'm going to head over in that direction at some point next day or two and make a charitable donation.
Go right ahead. I'm gonna use my prize money to invest in the carriage. As he like starts divvying up little stacks for different corridors. This will be for the kitchen. Oh, I'm gonna put that aside for the training grounds. As he like sort of just gets focused on his own.
So yeah, if you guys keep donating to the carriage, one, you'll be able to upgrade rooms more. Two, be able to get more rooms that we can talk about. And three, you can hire more employees.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
Lucian's starting to do because he's actually liking this little place.
Alrighty. Next up, Dazzle.
Yes.
You said you wanted to go talk to Millie, is that correct?
I was just I was mostly checking in on both Millie and Alex, see how they're
Say that last part.
I was checking in on Millie and Alice, see how their progress is going.
Oh yeah. That's exactly where I was gonna put you, was with them. You basically kind of asked her like, "Hey, where did they go?" And they basically explained to you, "Oh, they're in Talison's office." And you kind of go up there and you head on and you see Taliesin, Millie, and Alice are all sitting there talking. Taliesin and Alice are currently like working on writing stuff into a magical circle on the ground, while Millie is currently having a cup of tea and talking with like basically this little quasit imp that's sitting on the table.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, how's everything going?
You'll see Taliesin kind of pipe up. Oh, Dazzle, come, my friend.
All right.
Just you, my boy. You're looking like you have a little more life to you now.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of weight that's no longer on my chest.
Mm. I understand. Yeah, good to hear. Well, we should have this up and going in, I'd say, another 10-15 minutes. Millie will be heading to... What's it, Grandiose, you said, Millie? Yes, Grandiose. Yes.
I assume you'd probably need someone to help, keep... I'd assume you'd probably need some company in the meantime, right?
Say that again, I'm sorry, you cut.
I assume you'd need some company in the meantime? When you're there?
Yes, actually, I was gonna ask if you want to come with me.
I'm good. Yeah, I'll be okay with that. I'll have to inform the gang about that.
Well, if you wish, you'll see Alice kind of pipe up. If you wish, dear, we could probably throw a little banquet before you leave.
Sure.
Alrighty. Let me go tell Gold Tusk we did a lot of shopping. We got your favorite.
Nice.
And whatever Dazzle's Beaver's favorite is whatever they're making tonight.
Alright.
Alrighty. You all basically start hearing the whispers and talk of Dazzle learning that Dazzle Beaver will be leaving.
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I guess at the dinner, Dazzle Booper will probably make a bit of a toast.
well, gang, it's been it's been fun, but I figured it'd probably be for the best if I went with Millie during this leg in her journey. I'll if ever you feel free to need me again, just give the word. All in all, thanks for the memories.
Thank you for everything you've done. I gotta make sure. Am I actually there? Am I not dead?
Yeah, you're all there. You are all there.
Oh, okay. Then yes, I will. I will start again. Thank you for everything you've done around here, and I'm glad we were able to help get you back to Millie.
For what it's worth, from one dweller of the Feywild to another, it's been fun being around you, mate. As he gives you a little respectful nod.
And to be honest, well, to you, Lucian, I had my initial suspicions, given your roguish nature, but I've grown to respect you. And
Aww. Really? Ain't that sweet?
well,
As he has a sort of sickly sweet smile on his face as he says that, like, clearly, you son of a bitch.
yeah. And Gorum, for what it's worth, I wish you the best of luck with the blood deity thing that you're going through.
I appreciate that, and I'm sorry to see you leaving, friend. I wish you the best of luck, and try and stay out of trouble.
Hoax, best of luck with the kids.
Thanks, I won't need it.
And although it was short, I'll miss you most of all, Dama.
Deimos will like crouch down and present you just a little metal version of the carriage, just like a little trinket. I didn't have time to finish the fit and finish, but a token, and I'll hand it to him.
Dazzle will accept the token. And again, if you guys ever wish to change your mind, if you guys ever wish to reach out to me again, I'll be more than willing to answer the call.
Of course.
And with that,
Mm.
the party plays for a little bit before Dazzle, you and Millie step into the teleportation circle. And with that, we bid Dazzle Booper farewell. Sheep, it has been an honor and a pleasure. I will ask you to go ahead and basically sign off and shout yourself out one last time.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, you get to shout yourself out, man.
What? I think he's having connection issues.
Ah, come on.
Roll 20, don't cockblock Sheepy.
Let him do his outro. Okay.
Let's just take a 5 or so minute break.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a moment to have connection issues.
Yeah, that is. It'll take a 5-minute break here, folks.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Sheep.
Yeah, sorry, my headset died.
Oh,
Yeah, we thought so. We're like, you started coming in, and I was like, no. Did you hear what I said at the end, though?
It died right as I gave off my final speech.
So yeah, basically, go ahead and shut yourself off and then log out is what I was saying.
All right. Well, you could find me on X as well as at Defective _ sh33p. You could follow me on Blue Sky at just Defective Cheap, and you could follow me lurking on the Discord channel.
Mm-hmm. It was a pleasure having you. Take care, sheep.
It's
Yep.
been a blast, man.
Tears are shed. It turns
Tears
out
are shed.
androids can cry.
Yeah.
Oh, Warforged can cry. On the inside.
It is what it is, friends. You guys still need a couple more minutes, or are you good to go?
Good to go.
Give me 2 minutes.
I'm good to go.
Or
Oh,
just give me
oh.
a minute. Just let me get a drink of water and just take a breath.
Alrighty.
Alright. Let's get back into it.
Okay.
You all watch as the teleportation's magic fades away, the light dims, as was once there is no longer Dazzle, fortunately. You've bid your farewells to friends that have come and gone, and you know this is a thing to be, but it had to be. Dazzle cares for her, and he wants to make sure she is safe. And you've kept up your end of the deal. You helped him save his best friend in the whole world. But now, your mind's turned to focus on something new. Other jobs you have to take, other people you need to save. But as you're reminiscing and cleaning up to end the party, there is a loud banging noise at the door of your cart. You hear some commotion before you see Zolo is carrying a heavily bleeding Triton individual that those of you that went to the underbelly recognize as the Kingfish Triton. I'm forgetting his name because I don't have the proper notes in front of me. I think it was like Mollusk something.
Moscus Orden.
Yeah, Moscus Orden comes in. He is heavily beaten and he's bleeding pretty bad.
Ngelrum, this is a friend of ours, then, or somebody we've just met.
An acquaintance.
An acquaintance. I can't remember if you were there for that meeting or not.
I don't think he was.
Oh yeah, I don't think you were. This is what would have been the leader of this area's Thieves Guild.
I'm gonna hit him with a cure wounds.
Yeah, he is bleeding profusely. You're able to like basically stop the bleeding, but yeah, he looks fudged up.
What happened to you?
Guards came raided the Thieves Guild. I don't know what the fuck happened. And this wasn't no normal guard raid. We pay them off so they don't do this shit. They weren't taking names, they weren't asking questions, they were just coming down and killing. What the hell did you do?
I went to jail and they poisoned me. I was investigating to see if we could get more information on the Lady Sindel, and apparently she is now taken to attacking us.
They killed my forgers. I don't got any paperwork for you.
Then I guess this is a killing mission. We're gonna have to just kill her.
You can, but you're gonna have the entire government on your back.
We can uproot and leave.
Not. Wouldn't be the first time for me, at least.
Look, are you serious about getting this lady locked up? Because at this point, I want to put a bolt through her head myself.
Get rid of her by any means necessary.
Good. Now, she destroyed any, if I had to bet money, she sent those guards down there to shut us up and kill my men and to get rid of any evidence of what's going on. Now, they burned down the forgery and stuff. We don't got any of that paperwork. But I got a contact in that orphanage. She was doing a lot of shady deals there. She had her fingers in a lot of pies over there.
It wouldn't happen to be the sister, would it?
Sister? I don't. No, I don't got no dealings with a sister that I know of.
Who's your
I got a
contact?
bo-
Oh, sorry.
Small boy. He works as the maintenance man there. He's a fish triton. He does a lot of the maintenance. Sorry, this voice is killing me. He does a lot of the maintenance down below, underneath the piers of it. You know.
We gotta get
He's been seeing and hearing a lot of things, and apparently, 2 nights before your preacher man died, he saw some shady figures throwing a hooded body off the end of the pier, basically right next to where the orphanage is. So if I had to make a bet, I'm betting you there's a lot of shady business going on in that orphanage.
It's starting
Well,
to sound that way.
It doesn't hurt to check it out and you know see if this orphanage needs anything.
All I know is watch your back. $5 says you probably got somebody on your back. You got a hit out for you if I didn't know any better.
How many of your contacts in the Underdark are still alive?
Nobody.
I have, if he's still alive, I have my boy Bubba. Now he's a little bit nuts, so he's good for a distraction. But if you can kidnap the governor and get her here, and kidnap the boy and get him here, then we got all the evidence, all of us in the same room, and we can formulate our own posse and have that Lady Sindel hanging.
I can get you my contact. That's no problem. He can verify anything he's seen. He himself has not seen her push anybody in the water, but has seen her men. At least what we think is her men, if I had to put a guess on it.
Get him here so that he's under our protection. We can worry about getting the governor ourselves. We can plan on how to get the governor ourselves after that.
Yeah, I can let him know. I can let him know getting out of here.
Should
I don't know
they-
about you lot, but I'm also thinking about getting the fuck out of this town.
Yeah.
I got nothing here now.
You're welcome to stay with us until we get to a new town.
I got a ship. I might go to. I might go back to being a sailor. Get back in the water is what I was good at.
What a coincidence.
I happen to make a man who wants to sail very rich. Go talk to Thomas.
Wait, you mean that guard, Thomas?
Yeah, he's my boy.
Yeah, he's a good one. I liked him. He's rich now?
I'd still learn.
Oh yeah, he's fabulously wealthy now.
Well, good on him. Good on him. Right. Yeah, if he's got some boats, I'll go work with Thomas. I like him. Oh, one more thing. You see him pull out like this. Best way I can describe it, think like a little lockbox. Like, you know, those like personal carry jewelry lockboxes.
Yeah.
This came in the mail. They told me you'd recognize it. And pop the lid, and you guys will see the very familiar symbol of a double helix.
Oh hell.
This came maybe an hour before I got raided.
It ain't Lady Sindel.
No, let me explain. This messenger said something about fuck my voice, I'm sorry. Something about working with the government, something about I can either join or die. I called him crazy, told him to get the fuck out. Next thing I know, we getting raided. What does this mean? I've never seen this before in my life.
They're connected to the Brotherhood of Evolution. They're a radical group. They've been on our ass.
I've never heard of that before in my life.
Body thieves.
Ugh. Ugh, that's like corpse thieving?
Yes.
Like they steal stuff from dead bodies, or
No, they stole a dead body.
ugh, that's
Possibly more.
kind of fucked. Even I got rules. You don't use bodies. Ugh. What are they doing with them? You know?
Nothing good.
I've got one last thing to try. Taliesin,
Yes.
you have a sending orb.
Yes. Are you wanting to send like a? Are you wanting to do us? Yes. Who are you messaging?
A friend I met back in the capital.
Go ahead. He'll give you his wizard orb, ponder it, and send you a message.
I am going to send a message first to the Flaming Skull Man from the underbelly in Tannerock
Oh!
Haven.
He wasn't exactly a flaming skull so much as he was just like a floating skull and then floating hands with that like cowl and stuff, because you're talking about the dealer that was on, or the auctioneer that was under in the underbelly, right?
Yeah, he is one of two people I need to send a message to. And,
Okay, you can go ahead and type that up to me when you get a chance, or just say it out loud to you.
I can just say it out loud, it'll be quick. It's hoax. Remember me? If there's any... It's hoax. Remember me. If there is any people looking for work, send them to Jawbite Port.
You hear in your head, I remember. Good to hear. Sending individuals. How are my items fair?
Beautifully.
And that's it.
And then, if I'm able to, I will send another message quick to my dad.
Yep.
In Jawbite Port, Lady Sindel trying to kill us. Need men now. Getting sketchy contacts together. Looking for disruption.
You immediately get a message back. In city, in a fight. Get to the cafe, or get to the tavern.
Shit, I gotta get to the tavern.
Okay. You go charging towards.
Can
you
I-
go
can I
charging at the
follow?
door towards. Yeah, you're. All
I'm
those at once,
following.
you're more than welcome
I
to
am
follow.
following.
Definitely
with.
following him.
Alrighty.
Oh, I want to get Zolo in on this too.
You're grabbing Zolo.
Yeah, he needs to earn his title.
You guys come charging back, and you guys come charging towards this tavern, and you recognize it because it's just a couple down the road, at least the closest one that you think is. But what sticks out and makes you really realize, oh, that's the tavern, is there's a huge crowd of people outside, and you hear the sounds of fighting. As a lot of you see a few people you recognize. One, you see Hoax. You see your father first. You see him. You recognize him immediately. You're like, yeah, that's my old man. Next up, you see Tylerius.
Yes!
In his armor.
Yes!
And you see Tylerius currently holding over their head the familiar Hop, as he's chucking this guy through the window of the tavern. And then currently locked in combat with your dad is they're holding a flintlock pistol in one hand and a longsword in the other, and they're just firing shots at their dad to keep him at distance. You see a woman in black leathered armor with an eye patch. She's just popping shots at him.
I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Could I, and I know this is going to be a couple of rolls, but could I walk up behind the guy that my dad is engaged with and try to jam a open flask of alchemist fire down his throat and make him drink it?
It's a she.
Okay,
Is-
that's fine.
You can try.
I would.
I'll quote my mercer. You can certainly try.
I want to try this.
Is this just like a bar brawl, or
No, it seems like more than just a bar brawl. It's because it's like 4 people that are fighting. Tylerius is fighting a familiar goat man that you all met at that ball long ago. And then there's this black leather with metal inlays that's currently fighting your dad, Hoax.
So, what do I gotta do to attempt this?
Make an armed strike roll, I guess.
So you're going to make them drink alchemist's fire?
Oh yeah, they're not going to survive.
To attempt.
can I guess the next closest person, can I just go for like a backstab?
That would be this woman, and technically you're not so much behind her as you guys are kind of to her right. Her back is more towards the wall.
I'm gonna
of
shove
this
her in
building.
the side.
Would that count as helping?
No, because it's different actions and something might happen here.
Okay. That's an 18 to do this.
So you kind of run up to go up and shove the alchemist flask in her face. Unfortunately for you, an 18 will not hit.
Oh,
She'll kind of like
no.
pull her. You'll kind of like hit that, and she'll kind of like crack the bottle with her elbow and make it go flying, crashing into the ground and igniting. She's gonna make a she's gonna make a perception check real quick. Deimos,
Yes.
you get the weirdest feeling looking at this woman as she and directly makes eye contact with you.
Oh shit.
Make me a wisdom saving throw as you hear the words 365 activation code setting 0.
Before she finishes
guys-
that, can I do something?
No.
You guys are in so much trouble.
I rolled a flat 20 to stab
18?
her.
Okay, that will hit her, but that's not gonna stop her.
That
Oh,
is-
no.
That is 6 damage with my dagger.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hey, Deimos.
Yeah, what's up?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Your target is in Gelrum.
Fuck.
And that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight, everybody.
Hey,
I'm at 98.
Guys,
I need
you
one.
guys
I was
are
gonna
in-
go for another attack.
Protocol
guys are
0
in
has been engaged.
You guys are in so much trouble.
I should have shut her. I should have went for the jugular.
Oh.
Protocol 0 has been engaged.
I was really hoping that was gonna work. That was so cool. That was like the coolest thing I've ever tried.
The thing is, if this was like a no-name PC, I would have let that go with like a 15. But unfortunately, this person does have some relevance to the plot, so you didn't beat her AC, unfortunately.
I hit her with 6 damage on my dagger, and now I only need 2 more to fill this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm both terrified and entertained by that.
You guys need to down me as quickly as you can.
Don't worry, we have a fucking dragon.
Yes,
it
you
might
have
not
a
help.
You have
It
a
might
poison-
not help.
I have
Oh
2 friends.
shoot, that's right. I
Deimos.
just realized you guys brought you brought Zolo with you. Your target wouldn't be in Gelrum then. Your target would be Zolo. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I completely
okay.
forgot about
But I want
that.
I want it to be me.
No,
Oh,
he's specifically programmed for specific things. So
there's an order of operations in play now, and you're not at the top.
Well, and Geller might change that.
I mean, you can attack him, but there's some shit that's about to happen.
Because I probably have the highest AC here besides Deimos.
Well, and Zolo. Zolo's gonna be able to do a lot.
True.
Oh yes.
I don't think you guys are understanding.
I don't think you understand either.
I don't-
I am very
Dang it.
capable
I
of
don't-
putting you down.
I don't think I know. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say.
You're not allowed to say a single word. Don't you speak? Don't you speak, child?
So if I stab Deimos with the dagger, I don't get blood, so that sucks.
Nope. It
No.
won't count.
I'm gonna stab the lady again real quick.
I would, but then you can summon. You can summon
gonna-
what you need to summon.
I'm
No,
gonna,
he
you
needs-
know,
He needs to be at the altar to do it.
I have the altar on me. I have that bowl, remember?
that's-
It's gonna take a few minutes to do that.
And all I have to say is, guys, give me 1 minute. And you said if I fill the dagger, something will happen and stop everything. So I'll.
Yes, you will be given instructions to something.
Oh.
Alright, let's do the outro. Let's get out of here.
Alright, first up, a lovely, lovely coconut. Chaos.
Fitting in it all. I am Chaos. I live for this merry mad cat madness. Find me here on Discord at Chaos. You can find me just generally faffing around on PlayStation. I'm just gonna be doing my own thing. So have a good night, everybody.
Yep. Alright, next up, the man very close to unlocking something in this world, which will have major impact on this world. I'm very excited for it, because I could introduce the creation of gods and gods of power in my game. Marky Mark.
Hey, it's Marky Mark, and ooh, somebody's gonna get stabbed next session, bright and early.
Maybe.
No maybes about it. And then I have to put a big machine to sleep, so we'll see how that turns.
Yes, a
Turns
big
out.
machine that can't be put to sleep in the game.
Yep.
This is gonna be so
But in
bad.
Geldrum's stubborn, so
Yeah.
he'll figure a way out.
Next up, the man whose father's getting jacked by some lady in black armor, Mayor of Spicy Town.
Yeah, I got to, I had to figure out exactly what I want to do for this one. This is probably one of the first times I've been put in a spot, which is good. It helps me think. But besides that, let's be real. You know where to find me. TikTok while supplies last. You can find me at YouTube. I gotta get back into the game. You can also like, share, and subscribe this, which is more important to me. And in case you're lonely, you can find me in your mother's house. So come find me there.
Oh shit, I'm coming to visit then. Alrighty, next up, the madman who honestly should get more sleep and stop having to deal with people on his front lawn. Flame. Hey, thanks, Flame. How you doing? Yeah, it's been a long day, folks. But you know, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. We don't do much in the way of advertisement. You are our advertisers. So please, if you like us, tell more about it. Go post it on your billboard. Go paint it on a water tower for all I care. Get the word out, folks. We'd love you if you did.
I actually have a fun fact. Our advertising has unintentionally buried us a little bit. Apparently, TikTok has a small hate boner for people promoting their content on other channels. So we might have done an oops-a-daisy.
Wait, what?
Oh no.
Yeah, they at least they hate Twitch. That's what I learned from It's Shogun. He said that if he mentioned Twitch one time and got banned temporarily.
Well, we don't have a Twitch. But people advertise their YouTube videos all the time.
Hey, we might just be slightly graylisted. I don't think it's a big deal. I think we can keep utilizing the tool. It's fine. I just figured I'd
Okay,
share
then-
this silly fact.
Then I guess at that point it's just like, you know, hey, don't mention where it's at. Just say, hey, we got more content coming out, I guess. Alrighty. Last but certainly not least, I think, Papa Trucker.
Space Trucker, I'm very anxious about the next session.
The war.
In light of recent revelations, you can find me on a separate place. You know the thing. I've said it several times by now.
What do we want to name this thing?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But I have a name for the next episode.
Well, we're not there yet. That doesn't work.
I know, but Chaos gave it to me, and now I want to say it so bad.
What is it?
Blood Sugar Mama.
Well,
It's more than likely Mark's gonna summon Hemoglobia next session.
Oh heck yes.
And I gotta get prepped for that. I really do, because I gotta bring out. Yeah. So I'll put it this way: if we summon her to next session, everybody be ready. It's probably gonna be a very low combat session once she gets summoned, because I'm going to have to go over my notes and explain how this is gonna work. And a pantheon that has so many rules, like, hey, only specific gods can be outside of the celestial plane.
Yeah, well, I already made it a low combat session last time Mark is due.
Yeah, dropping that tower. Yeah, that tower made that very fun.
I mean,
because that throws away a couple of fights,
yeah,
but
not
that
name
now
it
does
that.
give you a keep. That if you really wanted to, you can be like, "Hey, I made this. I want to investigate this because you got no idea what's in it."
Maybe
Oh,
that's what we
no.
could name it. This episode is Tower of Hate.
Tower of Hate. I'm not against that. You guys could definitely investigate that thing now and see maybe if you wanted to investigate it, because who knows what's in there.
We should probably wait to not be assassinated. Oh, we could give a shout out to New York and call it Freedom Tower.
Ooh, I like that Freedom Tower. Yeah.
No.
What's wrong with that, trucker?
I don't like the design of it.
Yeah, but we're not talking to architects about what we want to name this.
Boat
Fucking
tower
hate that.
defense.
I hate
Fair
architects.
enough.
I
No, we would get in trouble if we did that.
If we named it boat tower defense.
Yeah, you're thinking of balloon tower defense. We're in the clear on that one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think tower defense is a trademarked word.
Recycle a title name in my defense tower.
I love that.
That's too stupid.
Yes.
I
I mean,
don't like
the first
that.
Oh,
thing
come
that came
on.
to me was Tilted Towers, but that's only because of the stupid ass game.
That's a
Yeah,
that's a game.
That might get us the wrong kind of audience.
Ooh, hang on, Tower of Power.
Tower.
No,
I
Tower
don't-
of Power isn't bad. I'd want to say
Sunken
that
Tower.
in case you guys actually. Ooh, Sunken Tower. I like that. Because like, here's the thing: if you guys don't investigate that at all, there's no point in really calling like anything Power of Tower or any of that.
I mean, if you're telling us there may be goodies in there, I'm imagining we're probably gonna want to go see it.
I mean, if you really.
But I
wanted
imagine
to.
we're not gonna.
He's
I
hinting
also
pretty
imagine
hard.
we're not
so-
gonna.
No, I'm not. I'm not hinting at anything. I'm not railroading. I would never.
Tower wrecked.
I also imagine that we'll have to deal with the local corrupt leadership in order to even get close to it
Let's
first.
You
so-
know,
Well, you
stab
got one of them.
somebody and say, "Follow us into this keep," and then run in there blind and bring them with us.
You know, maybe one of you guys gets kidnapped because you can't make it to a session, and you know you gotta go rescue them. Oh no, Atlas got kidnapped.
That's where I'm gonna summon Hemoglobia. That'll be her like tower.
Sorry, what was the title that we landed on? Because I want to get going.
Sunken Tower.
Sunken Tower
Sunken.
sounds.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sunken Tower. What's going on? I like that.
I'm just gonna type that in so I don't forget when we hit done. Sorry, we're ranting. Adios, everybody.
It's been a long
Adios,
day.
everybody.